The Guam Police Department showed up in full force today for a public hearing on a series of bills that proposes to compensate GPD for prior year obligations. A total of 5 bills introduced by Senator Frank Uggan Jr. seeks to reimburse the police department about $1.8 million, some of which date back to 2008. Here's more.
The 5 bills Senator Frank Uggan Jr. introduced were Bills 304, 305, 306, 307, and 308. All 5 bills seek prior year obligation compensation for the Guam Police Department. Bill 304 is for overtime, 305 for vendor obligations, 306 for the police department's third cadet cycle, 307 for court-ordered payments, and Bill 308 for promised compensation. Altogether, the amount GPD is seeking adds up to about $1.8 million. For the promised compensation under Bill 308, Police Chief J.A. Cruz says some of the outstanding debt stems from when some officers were asked to fill supervisory roles but were not compensated accordingly. Others are for merit bonuses.
When these officers qualified for that merit increase and what DOA is telling us, it appears that there's some disparity, and that's what we're working through in processing that. We believe our officers are owed this kind of compensation from when they graduated, when they got their degree, and when they were owed that merit bonus increase.
Senator Dennis Rodriguez Jr., however, pointed out that while the merit bonuses might be justified through an established program, promised compensation is not something GovGuam has officially established as a policy.
The reason why I ask is that because the government doesn't have any policy on promised compensation. For number 9 and 10, it's different. It's the merit increase based on the Doc Sanchez program. Yes, sir. For others here are for perhaps detailed positions, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's where I'm really seeing a problem, is that we continue to exercise this practice, but not take into consideration that we must compensate these individuals for what we are detailing them to be.
The highest amount GPD is seeking is about $955,000 identified in Bill 307 for court-ordered payments. There's also an outstanding $262,000 owed to officers who worked during storms and typhoons last year. In addition, GPD is also seeking about $190,000 for rental space at their Teason headquarters and their 911 operations in Agana Heights.
You can read more online at PacificNewsCenter.com.